We're glad you're with us tonight. I'm Lynn Brooks.
And I'm Terry Brewer. After months of campaigning, planning, and plenty of talk, a new crop of leaders are taking office in Washington today as Alabama also prepares for new leadership in Montgomery.
In our top story at 5, we look at both levels of change and its ties to West Alabama. The 112th Congress, with the House under Republican control, took office today in Washington. New Speaker of the House, John Boehner, gave representatives the oath of office, and Vice President Joe Biden gave senators their oath. The new House includes lots of first-time representatives, including Tea Party candidates. The members of the House were all sworn in at once, but after that, each member had a ceremonial swearing in where they could take individual photos. Democrat Terry Sewell is taking office as the representative for Alabama's 7th Congressional District. That includes Tuscaloosa and much of West Alabama. Artur Davis was representative for the district, but he did not run for re-election, so he could run for governor.
Now a look at some of the changes coming to Montgomery. New for you at 5 o'clock, a look at the latest person from Tuscaloosa taking a top spot in state government. Tuscaloosa Attorney Jessica Garrison will serve as chief counsel to incoming Alabama Attorney General Luther Strange. Garrison served as Strange's campaign manager. The new Attorney General, who is a Republican, will take office January 17th. Garrison says the team has several top priorities.
Defending states' rights, protecting families, restoring honesty and integrity back to that office are among our top priorities.
Garrison has practiced at the Tuscaloosa law firm Phelps, Jenkins, Gibson, and Fowler. Also taking a top role in Montgomery will be Judge Chuck Malone, who will serve as Chief of Staff for soon-to-be Governor Dr. Robert Bentley, also from Tuscaloosa. Plans are shaping up for Bentley's inaugural events in Montgomery on January 17th. The day will include a free, family-friendly celebration along with the traditional inaugural events. The day will begin with a prayer breakfast. Tickets for that cost $20 each. That's followed by the inaugural parade and swearing-in ceremony, then the inaugural celebration from 2 to 5 p.m. open to the public. The inaugural ball is 7 to 10 p.m. that night. Tickets are $125 per person. Now you can find more information about the events and locations, plus ordering tickets online. You can find that on our website, WVUATV.com, and click numbers and links.
Another Alabama native in the world of politics is making a change. White House Press Secretary Robert Gibbs is stepping down effective next month to become an outside political advisor to Obama and give speeches in the private sector. No replacement has been announced. Gibbs is a 1989 graduate of Auburn High School, but got his college degree at North Carolina State University. More now from Washington on what the new leaders arriving there today plan to do.
As a whole, the group is different than the one before it. Reporter Samantha Hayes is in Washington with a look at the goals of the new Congress.
I do.
Power shift. As the 112th Congress convenes in Washington, the spotlight is on the House of Representatives, where the Speaker's gavel leaves the hands of Democrat Nancy Pelosi.
I now pass this gavel and the sacred trust that goes with it to the new Speaker. God bless you, Speaker Boehner.
In his first words as Speaker, John Boehner quickly laid out his governing philosophy.
The American people have humbled us. Everything here is on loan from them. That includes this gavel, which I accept cheerfully and gratefully, knowing that I am but its caretaker.
As the new Speaker of the House, John Boehner will welcome 94 new members. It is the largest freshman class with no previous experience in elective office in 63 years. Among them, Pennsylvania Republican Mike Kelly, a businessman.
I'm 62 years old, so I'm not looking for a career. I'm looking to come and make a difference.
At the top of Republicans' agenda, reducing the size of government. In the House, the new GOP majority wants to hold all new legislation to a new test, requiring every bill to specify which section of the Constitution allows it. Also, new spending must be offset with spending cuts and not tax increases. One of the first votes will be to cut the budget of the House itself by 5%.
The first major vote Republicans are planning to take is going to be a repeal of President Barack Obama's health care law, and they're scheduled to do that next Wednesday. In Washington, I'm Samantha Hayes.
And speaking of the new health care law, the White House says there will no longer be any reference to end-of-life counseling in the ground rules for Medicare's new annual checkup. The counseling appeared in the original House version of the plan, but it was dropped after some critics referred to it as a death panel. The plans came up again last year in Medicare regulations. The White House is pulling the words end-of-life counseling from the regulation because they say there isn't enough time for all sides to comment on the change.
Interstate 2059 just outside Tuscaloosa is open again after a crash that injured 3 people. It happened just before 11 this morning near mile marker 65 on the northbound side of the interstate. State troopers say a Grand Am and a tractor trailer collided. 3 people in the car, all from South Carolina, went to DCH Regional Medical Center. Troopers say the driver of the tractor trailer, who's from Tennessee, was not injured. The cause of the wreck is still under investigation. And Northport police say no charges have been filed in the case of a driver who crashed into Northport Electrical Supply. It happened Monday afternoon around 3 o'clock. Witnesses say the van was on the opposite side of Highway 82 when it came across both lanes of traffic, then crashed through a large glass window and the brick wall of Northport Electrical Supply. Police say the driver was treated at the hospital. No other injuries were reported. Northport police say the crash is still under investigation.
Well, there is still no definite answer to what might be one of the biggest mysteries so far of 2011. Experts are blaming celebratory New Year's fireworks for the deaths of thousands of blackbirds over central Arkansas. Scientists say the fireworks probably sent the disoriented birds into a tizzy, crashing to the ground, but the scientists admit they probably won't be able to pinpoint a cause with certainty. The small town of Beebe, Arkansas has cleaned up more than 3,000 dead birds. Bad weather has been blamed for earlier bird kills in Arkansas. Well, it's the start of a new year, so what's ahead for 2011?
This year marks the 30th year the University of Alabama has released its educated guesses from campus experts for the year ahead, of course.
Now, here are some of their predictions. Baby boomers who begin turning 65 this year will fight against Social Security changes. Also, infectious diseases that are animal or mosquito-borne may pose a threat to the United States. Shoppers will become more focused and value conscious in 2011, and the price of gas will move along with the value of the dollar.